okay, I'm going to do something really scary, and I'm going to go live and make banana bread. I was trying to decide whether I should just tape the video and put it on YouTube, and then I could edit it, and I thought, you know what? Let's just go live and let's just see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. So I got a brand new apron because when I joined Pampered Chef, they sent me an apron. And if you know me, you know I love aprons. And all the ones I have are like old-fashioned, little flowery fruit all over them, cute little aprons that I got from my mama. Well, this one is a little more fancy, and it's got Pampered Chef on it, and I think it's adorable. So I'm gonna put this on, and we're fixing to make some banana bread. There are so many different recipes online for banana bread. I clicked the top one on Google, and it had brown sugar in it, so I stopped right there because I love brown sugar, and I don't think I've ever put brown sugar in my banana bread. So that's the one that I chose, and that's the one we're gonna do. So first of all, let's get these bananas mashed up. I've got 3, it calls for 2 cups, 2 1/3 cups of mashed bananas. I have no idea how many cups this is gonna be, but we're gonna put these 3. This is the only 3 I have. I've been saving them in this little basket over here with my unripened bananas, just hoping that I would have time to do this. Instead of throwing them away, I've kept them, and they are actually perfect right now. So let's do this. We're gonna do all 3 of them. And hopefully it's gonna be the perfect amount. So let's peel those bananas. Oh, it smells so good. I did have Christmas music on in the background, but I decided since I was going live on Facebook, I should probably not have music going on, because sometimes if it's copyrighted music, then they'll like mute your video. So otherwise I would have music going. Okay, do you have this? This is the little smashy thing. I think it's called Chop, and it's got the word chop in it. Guys, I love Pampered Chef, but I don't know all the names of all these products. But this I've had for a long time. I use it for like hamburger meat, for doing chicken. It's really great for mashing vegetables, and evidently it's perfect for mashing bananas. Yeah, so we're gonna mash those bananas up. I don't know if that's enough bananas, because it calls for 2 cups. Is that 2 cups? Y'all, that's all I got right there. We're gonna say, I'm not even gonna measure it, because if I do and it's not enough, then I'm gonna be disappointed. And if it's too much, I'll take some out. So we're gonna say that the Lord in His provision, this is gonna be the perfect amount. So that's my bananas, 3 large bananas. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm going to do my little eggs here, because they're supposed to be mixed up. Whip my little eggs up. It calls for 2. So we're going to get those ready. And then we're going to get our butter and our brown sugar together. 1/2 cup of butter. I've had this out for about half an hour. Really, ideally, you should have this stick of butter out for an hour, so that it can get room temp, and that way it mixes a lot better. Don't melt it. I've learned the hard way that if you want your butter soft for a recipe, don't melt it, because then it's just ooey. Like, it's better if it's just soft butter. 1 hour would be perfect. It's been out for about half an hour, but 1 hour, then it's gonna be perfect for mixing. Okay, and my brown sugar, I need, hang on, I wrote this down, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. All right, so I'm going to use this brown sugar right here. Hang on. My hands are slippery from the butter. I'll do brown sugar. Let's do 3/4 cup. These are Pampered Chef, and they are so wonderful. I love them because they have that little tip on them, so they pour really easily. They're also great for like dipping in here. All right, so let's see. I need 3/4 cup. This is a full cup. So let's see if I mash that down. Yep, that's going to be about right. It's a little bit extra, but I'd rather have extra. No, that's good. Okay, mash down. That's 3/4 cup. Right there, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I love it. I'm using my fingers. They're clean, guys. All right, and then I'm going to use this for just a little bit since my butter is not totally soft yet, just to start this process before I put my blender in here. So, my mix and chop. That's what it's called, mix and chop. Mix and chop, mix and chop, mix and chop. So I'm going to get that. Now, we're going to get my blender here. See if we can get this. Here's what we're going to do. That would work if you have a stand mixer. I don't have a stand mixer, and I'm not going to stand here and do that. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Hold on. This is the way me and Mama used to do it, because we didn't have a blender. Even if we did, but when I was growing up, we didn't have electricity. Some of you guys may not even know that. But, yeah. For some of my childhood, I lived in a house that had no electricity, and a lot of the things that I learned to cook with a wood cook stove and no place to plug in kitchen tools. So we used elbow grease. So we would just blend our sugar and butter with a fork. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. Because that little blender would take forever. Yeah, that butter should have been room temp, because it would have blended so much easier. All right, we're going to keep doing this. This is why I don't bake a lot, because it's more labor intensive than just throwing things in a pot. But it's good. It's good, and it feels like Christmas time when I start baking. All right, so we're going to do that. All right, that's pretty good. Right, let's see. That's what that looks like. Now, we're going to put my bananas and my eggs in here. Where's my spoon? There it is. Let's put the bananas. And we're going to put the eggs right in there. All right. Mix that up. And then it calls for 2 cups of flour. So we're going to add the 2 cups of flour to this. Get this all mixed up. Oh! It smells so good. Okay, now we're going to get this blender back out. Well, my first little yucky on my apron is banana bread. All right, let's put these back on. Yep. Right. Right, this right here. Now let's do the flour. Right, I'm gonna do this. I think I have some flour when I moved, but I'm not sure how old it is. So I decided just to Instacart some fresh flour. So we're gonna do this, and fair warning, I'm not a sifter. So we're just gonna pour this in. Pour it, pour it, pour it. You do it over the sink. Okay, that's 2 cups. 2 cups of flour. And then we're gonna mix that up. Banana bread is really easy. You don't need the milk, and it doesn't have to be like smooth. You kind of want it to be lumpy. Just makes it so good when you bite into a piece of that banana bread and it's like you get a big chunk of banana. I love that. I don't add nuts to mine. This recipe didn't even call for nuts, but I'm not a nuts in my dessert kind of girl. Okay, so that's almost mixed together. My oven is already at 350. I am so excited I can't hardly stand it. Banana bread is one of my very favorite things to cook and favorite things to eat because it's not too terribly sweet. I like sweets, but I don't like ooey gooey sweets. Not usually. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna lightly oil this pan, and you're technically, every recipe always says, turn your oven on, grease your pan, then start mixing your ingredients. I usually forget until right now. Now, if there is a reason why the oil should be sitting there before, then I missed that opportunity. But this is what we're doing. Now, I'm using this today. This is a Pampered Chef tool too. I use this a lot for making pizzas, for brushing butter and stuff on rolls. It's a multitasking kind of tool, but that's what I'm gonna use today for this oil. And here's what I'm gonna do. If I don't wanna over oil it, is I'm gonna put my oil in a little bowl here and then paint it on. You can use other types of, like, you can spray it if you want to. This is my favorite olive oil that I use from Oliveda, and it's great. It's a great tasting oil, so it's good for like dripping on your vegetables and your fruit and things like that, and for dipping, but you can also use it for cooking. So I'm gonna oil this pan with this little thing right here. Now let me tell you something I'm about to buy. One of my next purchases in Pampered Chef is going to be that little oil sprayer where you can pour whatever oil that you have into the little sprayer and it makes it a spritzer. If I had that, that's what I would be using right now. Is I would have my Oliveda olive oil inside of my little spritzer, and I would put it on the pan that way. But yeah, we're going to put just a little bit of this oil all around. And I'm not using a loaf pan. I am doing this brand new, this came in my little Pampered Chef kit. It is the brownie pan. So we are making banana Breadownies. Did I just invent something? But they're going to be little individual little banana breads. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. Can you see it? All right. Let's do this. I'm putting my glasses on because I don't trust my eyes for my depth perception to get this right. Oh, much better. Okay, so we're going to put this in. It says to cook these for like an hour in a loaf pan. So I am assuming that we don't want to cook it for a whole hour in these because it's not going to take it that long, as long. So I'm going to set my clock for like probably 30 minutes to look at them, and then do it at 10-minute increments until they're ready. Oh my gosh, y'all, this smells so good. I know you're not supposed to eat anything with raw eggs in it, but I want to lick this spoon so badly. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm finding out is that it's going to be I'm going to have some left over. Okay. Okay, let's put a little more here and a little more here. Try to get them even. So yummy. Okay, here's where I wish I had 2 of these pans. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. And I'm going to set my clock. All right, I got that set for 30 minutes. Now let's see. Let's do, I'm going to do this pan. I don't even know where this pan came from. I don't know where it came from, but we're about to use the rest of this right here. So let me pour a little more of this oil in. Let's put this in here. These are going to be like little mini cakes. But we're not going to waste this. Okay. I bet that's all I'm going to need is like 4 of them. Maybe not even that many. No, I'm not going to need that many. Probably 2 of these. Maybe just 1 of these. Okay. Yeah, let's pour this right here. All right, so I filled up 2 of those. I'm going to put those in the oven. Okay, now, oh no, I'm not supposed to do that, but I can't help it. Let me show you a couple more little things, or one more little thing. This, you know what this is? I hardly ever use it, but I'm going to use it today because the recipe says 60 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Well, this is a Pampered Chef fancy dancy toothpick right there. Isn't that cool? So that could be a great little gift for yourself or a stocking stuffer or whoever you have in your life that loves to cook and that likes little gadgets. It also, this side is really good for like loosening up on the outside of the pans. Great little Christmas gift right there. Yep, so I'll be using that a little bit later. Yeah, so that's my banana bread recipe. I've not done this one before. And as soon as they get ready, I will post a little post about how they turned out and some pictures and stuff. And then I will tell you how they taste. And then I will feel so bad for you because you won't be able to taste them with me. But you can make them at home. You can get this Pampered Chef stuff from me, or you can use what you got. But just make something yummy tonight, okay? Love you guys. Bye.